Should be up.
Insta's
TikTok
up.
should be up. YouTube should also be up.
Refreshing TikTok.
Amped Airsoft Arena joined. So I assume
live.
you're good there.
Go to live.
The home page sometimes. No, home. Yep, there it is. There it is. We're in. All right, guys.
We're in.
Tom opens up many other tabs and somehow broke my.
I mean, we're in the live on Instagram. I just can't see the Instagram.
How'd you break it?
I mean,
Tap to play.
tap to play.
Move your gross coffee. Okay, we're good.
Coffee.
Coffins.
Coffee.
Hello, hello. It begins.
Hello.
It begins. It does. So for anyone who's new here on all our social media, this is our lunchtime live. We do this once a week, every Wednesday, 1 o'clock, and we answer your airsoft and non-airsoft related questions.
Yeah.
And we do it on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube looks the absolute best.
YouTube looks fantastic.
I say it every week, but Instagram and TikTok don't look too bad. I finally have a phone holder for the second phone.
We don't have electrical tape holding the phone up anymore.
Yes, so we're doing pretty good. So yes, hi guys, hello boys, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for joining our live stream.
All right, so what do we got?
The UN pipe boom nods.
They are nods.
Those
They're
are-
true nods.
They're actually prototypes.
Yeah. Working with a few different industry partners to bring these to life.
Yep, it only cost you $15,000.
Man, you're lowballing that.
I know. Trying to keep people.
This is the most lightweight version of night vision you could possibly.
Absolutely. Where's the pre-order tags, Amped?
So right now, I actually have a call at 7 o'clock tonight to verify information and everything. But right now, they are coming in March. And we said that on the website. They're coming in March, and they should be here by March. I'm expecting the end of March is what I'm expecting. And if they get here early, then everybody's happy. But I am saying probably the end of March. And if they get here early, woohoo, they get here early. If you guys want to pre-order more, go on the website. There are still some available for pre-order. You guys want to get this first shipment going. We are going to be getting a lot of shipments in probably every 6 weeks post this shipment. So don't worry if you don't get in on this first order. They are going to start flowing fairly quickly, and it should be a good year for tagging.
Yeah, the nice thing is this isn't like just a one-time thing.
We have a white piece of paper from the ATF saying it's all Gucci and we can do this thing now. So this should be a pretty good year.
Super wide angle tubes, great FOV.
Yes.
They are really
We're
good.
actually working on a 3-tube configuration.
We're taking the benefits of the PVS 7 and the 15s and just ramming them together for the PVS 22.
That's what it's.
I have y'all's regulator. I like it. Well,
Thank you.
I'm glad. We
Thank you very much.
It is a great regulator for the price. Absolutely. When do you think we're going to get a PG25 that is compatible with tagging?
So as soon as we get launchables back in, then I think we'll get a PG25.
Yeah, I think launchables are going to be definitely more of a like down the road type thing.
PSG.
So I don't know. Let's see. I'm just curious.
You're just getting a bunch of
Anyway.
things.
Anyway. So hopefully once the tag-ins the launchables start to come back, we'll be seeing some more.
Yeah, there's going to be some stuff. If you guys haven't noticed with the Gustav too, there's some fun things you can do with the Gustav and tag-ins, like from factory. That
Pretty cool.
yeah, you can definitely do it from factory.
I think people have yet to tap the full potential of the Gustav. I think once it gets into the hands of some more people and sees the field a little bit more, we'll really start to benefit from it.
Yep.
Are you guys going to be renting out NVGs from MSW on Silk Road May 3rd through the 5th?
We do not do any night vision rentals for MSW. If you would like night vision rentals for any MSW game, you can go to, I believe it's NV2, the number 2 Go, which is Night Vision Inc.'s rental page. So Night Vision Incorporated is the company that provides night vision rentals for all MSW events. We just provide pre-orders and on-site vending and air fills. We do not do any night vision rentals for MSW events at all. We do it for a bunch of other events, but not MSW.
There you go. Russian Digital Flora EMR just hit different. I have actually owned no Digital Flora pattern.
I think I have Mountain Flora. I don't have Digi Flora.
Yeah, you have Mountain Flora.
Yeah.
It's a cool camo though.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool. I don't know. I love unique camos, but I also like just all I want in life are just event producers to allow like one camo versus one camo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially, it'd be cool. It'd be cool if it was literally M81 versus everybody in multicam, because that'd be pretty easy for everybody to acquire. It'd be, I feel, very cost effective. It's easy to, you could do that. I feel like you could do that very easily.
I like it too, because a lot of the times, a lot of people don't think about this is, yeah, I understand like multicam Tropic is green.
Yes.
And multicam original, well, it's technically green outside of Airsoft, is a green based camo by definition. But for Airsoft, it's tan. So in the daytime, that's great, fine and dandy.
I know exactly where you're going.
There's a green multicam, there's a tan multicam.
Yeah.
But as soon as the tubes come on,
you can't. You're looking at patterns.
I'm looking at multicam patterns.
Yeah, you're trying to identify people under nods, and even sometimes at the dark, like if you're just flashing a white light on somebody and you're doing a quick flash on them, you identify the pattern a lot faster than you identify the color that pattern is. And so, yeah, especially under nods, especially as nod usage and nod rentals at games come up more and more and more availability wise. Yeah, I think it's going to have to, I would prefer to see pattern differentiation, not just color differentiation.
Because at the end of the day, I can identify the pattern. Mostly everybody would be able to identify multicam versus woodland based on the pattern.
Yeah.
And
or Tiger Strike versus multicam.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
Just multicam one and then something else that's another. Now, the reason it works so well in an event like a Milson West is the weapon restrictions. The weapons are now what you're looking at.
Or the kits are very, there's a lot of guys who put a lot of time and effort into their kits, and it's like, that's German kit.
That's a G36.
Yeah.
I have an AK.
Yeah.
We're going to be
we're going to shoot at each other. We're going to shoot at each other.
Right. And that's where that works. So I think night vision has yet to be completely adapted into your Airsoft game as a whole.
And I think the price point is always going to be restrictive. I think basically buying a second ticket to an event just to have nods, like I'm saying price wise, like you basically are doubling the price of your ticket to rent nods in some cases. In other ones, it might be half the cost of a ticket. But in those cases, I would love to see everybody be renting nods, even if you can't afford it. And then eventually everybody has nods, because that would be really cool. But this is not financially feasible.
One camo versus one camo, so not a green tan suit.
I don't know what you're talking about at all. I mean, it was a tan base. It's a fall leafy suit. Okay, I'm gonna get off on this. Okay.
Hey,
why did you say that?
I didn't say it.
No. I know. Danny, I know it's you. Why did you say it?
The fall leafy suit.
The fall leafy suit is tan because in fall, the leaves are tan. They are on the ground. They are dead. They're brown.
Brown is tan.
Brown is tan.
If I'm getting...
I will admit that standing next to some OD green guys in woodland, it may look similar.
Why'd you do this? Why did you set yourself up for failure then? Why'd you go near green people?
I was around. Okay. Here's the actual situation. Everybody looked at me over on the tan side and they were like, okay, real talk, you might be mistaken. We know it's a tan leafy suit. We all know it's a tan leafy suit, but there are some players who don't know what a tan leafy suit is or a fall leafy suit is, and they might mistake you for a guy in a ghillie suit and probably green. And I'm like, okay, then I'm just going to be in the middle of the group around a bunch of multicam guys, and we should be fine. And it was generally fine, but we got so many.
Were you wearing a full suit?
Yep.
Oh, there's your problem.
Yeah, I was wearing a full suit.
You need to do the multicam pants with the top.
So I did a tan American Milson hoodie top the second day, and then leafy bottoms.
Well, that's absurd. I think because I never had a problem when you have the multicam pants with the leafy top. Because then it's like
I'll do that next time.
Because then you can see the tan of the multicam next to the fall leafy, and it's
That's
like,
true.
Oh, they're in the same color palette.
And you know what rig I was wearing?
A green rig.
I was wearing my black and green rig that I wear everywhere.
You're
so like I was like, okay, the pouches, because I had those big,
I know what
those
you wear.
big like GP pouches that are OD green, and I was like, okay, yes, my rig is very green.
I know exactly what you wear.
And
You
this
do
is
not
on
help
edge.
your case.
No, I don't.
That is the problem. All of Tom's problems are self-inflicted.
Yeah. I mean,
Why did you do this? Eric, you're absolutely right. You need to bring a summer suit so you can do a side-by-side.
I mean, I have my summer suit, and that was the thing. I was like, I didn't know if we were going to do cost or if we were going to do UFS. And then Terry was the one who was basically going to play the game on Saturday. He was like, I'm doing UFS. I'm like, then I'll just bring the tan one. Screw it. There's no reason for me to bring the green one.
The green one is the summer suit is indisputably
green. Like it's like almost mint, like neon green with how it's.
Yeah,
how
but it works so well. I love them both. They're probably
they're my favorite piece of kit.
That's what I was gonna say.
If I have to pick a piece of kit, and I'm not talking like a gun, that is my favorite piece of kit that I own.
Yeah, the leafy suits are amazing.
Because you can wear whatever you want underneath them.
Correct. Like any weather condition.
Yeah, you could just wear them anywhere.
Dude, Nikita posted on Facebook that he has LSHZ helmet covers in a summer leafy.
What?
Yeah. I kind of want one. They're summer leafy.
Was that in the Russian buy-sell trade?
No, he posted on his Facebook. Yeah.
So, like, I need to just pull my phone out real quick.
You guys have a great day as well. Thank you for making fun of Tom.
That was very fun.
Don't say profanity on our Instagram. Actually, you didn't. You abbreviated.
He said, hey, Murphs.
Murphers. Why are you angry at me? I didn't even do anything.
Because we haven't told him that we're going to New Day yet.
You haven't said that.
We as a company.
I don't deal with that. I'm blaming you specifically. So let's see. Hey, good afternoon. What are your thoughts on Blue Mag BBs? Saw a person running them last weekend, and it sparked my interest.
What did you think of the performance in their gun?
Yeah, I mean, did they say anything about them? I have never personally used them.
I've used them a few times.
So I can't really speak on the matter.
I think something that's happening right now with BBs is there's a lot of similar performance across the board with BBs. Yeah, no, I need to email you. We're going. I need to email you and get back to you because I have a list of people that I have to email. And you're on it. You're, I think, number 2 on the list, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, Blue Mag stuff. I want to go off of what you saw performance was, because I think originally they had a few batches that were still getting figured out because they were new BBs. I think now, generationally, this generation of their BBs and the batches that they're producing seem to be more consistent. So I would not recommend them right now. If you want a specific weight, we might not carry all the weights of them, but we carry some of them. But yeah, they're decent. They're BBs.
Each gun eats BBs differently too.
Yeah,
it might be worth testing every brand you can get your hand on.
Yeah, I mean, like look at Elite Force. Elite Forces are pretty good.
They're like an industry standard.
They're an industry standard,
I would say.
And Alphonse was having problems with them last time he was using them. So I mean,
Well, my old PTW would chop Elite Force BBs in half.
Yeah, so I tried in your gun first if your buddy's willing to do that and see if it's going to work in your gun. Because I run BLS and Elite Force. Generally, those are the two that I switch between, generally because it's what we have on the trailer. Or HPA BBs because we have those on the trailer. And sometimes the Blue Mags if we have them on the trailer. But I run those, and they run fine in my gun. So I don't feel the need to switch to a different brand because my guns are running fine. And I run a GBLS, which is very picky on brand.
Yeah, they chop stuff. But, I think each gun's going to eat BBs differently. Yeah. PTW, chopped Elite Force guy next to me, shot him fine.
Yeah. So I'd run them in your gun and see how they do.
Yeah. One gun doesn't necessarily determine if it's a good BB or not.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Some guns just like different ones. Let's see. Let me jump back over here. I'm here to check if Tom is single. Tom's not single. He has 6 kids.
Yeah.
5.
Do you see my receding hairline? It used to be.
Used to be perfect.
It used to be perfectly square, and then I had 6 kids.
That's a lie, though, because you've had that hairline, that exact hairline for like 15 years.
I looked at a photo of me from when I was like 11 playing hockey, and it's like my hair is matted from sweat, and I just took my helmet off, and it was just like V. I'm like, oh, I've always been an old man.
Yeah, it's just been forever.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, kids and single are a way different subject.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Hey, fellas, it's been about 5 years since I've been in the sport.
Okay.
Our HPA is more affordable now. My Polar Star was $650 back then.
Is that total for the gun or
Just the Fusion engine?
Yeah, I was gonna say for just the Fusion engine. Yeah, things are way more affordable if you're trying to get a single solenoid system like a Jack, an Inferno, and then 7 like Redline system. You can grab any of those. Mancraft. We're all talking like 300-ish to sub 300-ish price range now.
High twos.
Yeah.
But the Fusion engine, if I assume that's what you're referring to for $650.
Yeah, especially 5 years ago, Jack and everything was probably still around.
Yeah, but the Fusion engine was still super expensive.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people were hesitant on the cheaper HPA.
Yep.
When it first came out. But either way, you can still get a Fusion engine. They're they're under 600 now. So if you wanted to get back into something you're familiar with, you could definitely do that. But yeah, look up Polar. Just look up the brands that you're familiar with. Go to Polar Star, see what they've offered now.
Yep.
And then Wolverine Airsoft is a big player in the game. If you're coming from years ago, you might need a little bit of there's a lot to catch up on. Let's just say that. You got Gate.
Gate just came out with theirs.
Makes HPA now.
Yep.
You might not even know what Gate is because I don't even know where my timeline is. How long has the Titan been out?
Oh, the Titan's been out for years. Titan's been out
6 years.
I think the Titan, like the original Titan, came out around the same time as the Chimeras, because they were one or the other. You wanted switches or you wanted optical sensors.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people wanted to go with the Chimera because they wanted switches, but the switches would break, and then people were like, "Oh, I want optical," but the grease gets on the optical, and that was a big debate with the BTC versus Gate.
I don't even know how to look that up.
Well, when did you have your Chimera?
Oh, dude, my Chimera was freaking. We're gonna be here a while. Hang on.
While you're looking that up,
yeah, I'm gonna continue to answer. See what's going on Instagram. There's always silliness going on over there. Read something. I don't like the awkward silence.
What HP engine would work best for the Stoner 96 F2? We actually just got a question about this in the emails. I would 100% put an F2 in that particular system because feeding wise, it can be a little bit finicky. And overall with that gearbox, because it is a little bit proprietary, an F2 with its dual solenoids, you can compensate for some of the weird feeding issues. And I'm saying like weird as in you can't get exactly the same way as it does with like feeding the same way as an AAG without an F2 and you tuning the F2 for it to feed properly. Specifically the DN setting. Now you could try and do a Fusion engine, but I highly don't recommend a Fusion engine in there because of how that gearbox is set up in that LMG. You can do it. It's doable. I know people who have done it before, but I would highly recommend an F2 above anything else for that particular gun.
It was like 2015 was when I had my Chimera.
So it was 9 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So it was 9 years ago.
9 years.
Because you're old.
I am old.
You are now become me.
I am an old airsofter, and 9 years ago I got my Chimera. It's crazy.
Tom, you aren't balding at all. It's just your style. You'll have that shit in the coffin. I hope so, but we don't know because stress. And my 6 kids.
Yeah, six children.
Would you rather do some medieval LARP or ancient Roman Legion LARP? Those are very different.
Medieval.
I think I would prefer medieval because if I'm doing Roman Legion, I need like a good squad of dudes to be the Legion. I mean, I
don't know enough about either one to really like.
Well, like Roman Legion was literally just group-based tactics with like phalanxes, stabby,
like 300, dude.
Yeah, 300, literally 300.
That'd be pretty
and
hard.
Like medieval is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, medieval. I'd probably do medieval.
I'd probably do medieval just because I don't think I could get the Legion together.
Ride a horse.
You ride a horse, you know, as a Roman Legion too.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to be a commander.
Well, then no, I'd rather just be. I'll do the medieval.
All right, we're doing medieval. Go medieval LARP.
Crossbows.
Actually, yes.
Do you guys know how to fix a stock? Mine's broken.
Depends on how it's broken.
Yep. Is it worth the drive from Bolt?
Like Baltimore up to us? Yeah, come hang out.
Yes, come play toy guns. You can do that now. In Airsoft, you wanted a Mark 18, but you couldn't get one. What would be the closest M4 to it?
Soft mod. Yeah, soft mod would be the closest to it.
SOP.
Or a
MOD.
URGI, but I actually say that's a little bit more modern than how a Mark 18 set up. A soft mod's basically a Mark 18 with a slightly longer barrel
In a triangle sight.
and a triangle sight and
Shorter rail.
A shorter rail, yeah.
Sop mods are sexy though.
Yeah.
I really love sop mods.
Yeah, I would say yeah, it's probably the closest to a Mark 18 with a slightly longer barrel.
Yeah. When are you guys getting more combat union hop-ups? Jeez, I haven't heard the word combat union in a long
Inbound.
time.
Hopefully, combat union's a little bit hard because of the war.
I know they're using them over there.
Yeah, they're using them fight. The CNC mills.
That's awful.
The CNC mills are working hard.
It's terrible. That is terrible. But anyway, that was a good one. That was funny.
Because of the war.
But yeah, combat unions. I haven't seen a combat union in a while. I mean, I have a small stockpile of them because I'm an idiot.
You literally bought like I think what 7 of them.
I have a few. Okay, I just,
In how many guns?
No, just sitting in the package.
What do you have, like 4 now?
I think out of guns probably. They're just sitting in the package. I just don't.
Okay.
I don't have anything to use.
No, it's fine.
The SEMA AK Hop is horrid. It's not good.
It's not good.
There's no. Well, hold up. Hang on. Retract. I'm going back.
I'm not.
I will, because my stock SEMA has been shooting great since I bought.
It shoots fine, but if you're trying to sling BBs out there, a plastic flexible hop-up unit like the SEMA one, I'm not talking about the Crytek one in an M4, but a SEMA one in particular is very flimsy, I feel like. Like it's not good. But he's right. They don't die if you don't mess with them.
Yeah. Oh, surely not. Surely. Airsoft Aaron has one. Buy it off of Airsoft Aaron. Message him. And then you can have one.
Do not swear in the live.
He was out here mining hop-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I don't like
Yeah, he was.
I don't like cryptocurrency. I just mine
Yeah, he mines
CNC
hop-ups.
hop-up units. Oh, gee whiz. Do we have any Stoner 63s?
Not right now. That's going to be a minute for those to get back in, but we are working on getting them back in. So they're not gone, but if they come in, you better grab one when they're here.
I would love to see an Airsoft team-based game where it's like NCAA type elimination style. Winner goes to the next round. Boy, do we have something for you.
Mhm.
Competitive speed soft.
Yeah, actually.
It is exactly that. With referees, with all that stuff.
What was the one we were talking to at Shawshank? Is there?
Huh?
What is that league?
Don't try to make me use my brain.
What league was that?
Dude, I don't know.
Okay. There's a few different speed soft leagues, and some of them do work like that. And actually, it's quite good as far as like a refereed sport version of Airsoft, but it's not Milsim based at all. If you're looking for that, if you're kind of looking for something like that, it's not exactly the same, but it's like a little bit more like rule-based competitive style of gameplay in a small format. I would say like KWA Tackley, because they do have some point-based systems that they do. It's a little bit more in that direction, but it's not exactly. It's still more Milsim based.
Yeah. I think the speed soft is probably going to be your
Speed soft's going to be
easiest
your
one.
main thing. If you're looking for a competitive version that uses airsoft guns, it's going to be speed soft. You might not like that style of gun and anything. You might not like those kit setups, but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for competitive. That's speed soft.
Yeah. So it's probably going to be your best bet
Yeah.
to do that and go from there. Boop, 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 boop. Hi, Oops. Welcome to the live.
Hello.
Sell to that guy, Aaron.
Yeah.
Also, F and AK.
NSL. That's what we were. Thank you, Eric. We were talking to NSL. They have a very cool league. If you are interested, and they have a lot of games in the U.S. and over in Europe. Really cool guy. Really cool guy. So go check out NSL if you're trying to look at getting into a team sports version of Airsoft. That's not like a mil sim style of a team.
Eric's always got the big memory banks.
Yeah, no, that was that. Definitely, they're a really good group of dudes. And the main guy we were talking to at Shot is just a chill guy. He's
Very,
just a
very nice.
chill guy.
Very kind individual. That's for darn sure. All right, where are we at here? Anything else? Nope. Cool.
And then TikTok.
I am jumping over there. No, I will not do things on the live.
Nope.
For that. Do we have any events coming up?
We have a lot of events coming up. The events are weird this year, if you guys haven't noticed, but we haven't really hit the main season yet. Events this year are really going to start kicking off in March. We're going to be pretty busy, and it's going to start out with MSW down in Oklahoma. We're going to that one, and at the same time, we're going back to Brushy Mountain again. So those are the first two. I'm now boring with my logistics. But,
Nah, sorry.
but yeah, those are going to be the first two games of like the beginning of the season. We did have a Gun Gamers game we already went to. We had Southern Front we already went to. Those were big games as well. But like January, February times like slow. March really starts to pick up. April, May, we're just getting into the soup of the season. And yeah, we're trying to be more strategic this year about what we hit. Obviously, we're going to be at the ones we were probably at last year. If you guys saw us at events last year, we're probably going back to those. But otherwise, yeah, we're trying to be strategic about how we send people, where we send people, and just trying to be more strategic about it this season. But if you guys are going to any of those events, please get your pre-orders in now, because when we're down there, it's not gonna be able to get you anything if we don't have it on the trailer. We have a lot on the trailer, but if you want something specific, please grab it. Like Oakwood Manufacturing night vision arms.
Did you also know that to pre-order, it's free?
Yeah, it's free to pre-order, free shipping, because we bring it for you. Because we are not a freight company, but act like one.
All right. How's it going, gents? Hello, Robbie. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Welcome to the live. You're a smart man watching on YouTube.
Try to do this in. We should try and do it in full kit. I was wearing kit the one live. I think we both were wearing kit, not like helmets and stuff, but like I had my big chest rig set up because we were talking about kits. Or no, it was behind me because we were going over different pouches and stuff.
Never worn kit on the live.
We allowed to do that? Let's talk stupid Instagram, social media rules.
They'd probably, dude. If I look at the things behind me, I'm probably gonna get taken down.
We can try it.
Here comes Vic.
Okay.
28 minutes late.
Hi, Vic.
Gee whiz.
Great.
Great. Do you think we should bring back discipline by a group of your peers in school? Kids be getting wild.
What do you mean by that?
Discipline by a group of your peers in school.
Like everybody gets in trouble if one person did something bad, or like your peers discipline you when you screw up instead of the school or governing body?
Yeah, we're silly. Could you give us some more insight to that one?
Yeah. Totally willing to answer that. Just want clarification.
Yeah. Bring back bullying. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
To a point, yeah.
To a point.
To a point.
There's obviously levels to everything. I mean, there's levels to discipline, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean,
so
here's my rationale with disciplining and everything like that. If it's not coming from a place of constructive criticism, especially if somebody really screws up and it's not constructive, it's not really helping the situation. I really do think like you can bully somebody constructively.
Collective punishment.
Collective punishment is the term you're looking for. So that's what I mean. Like, if it's collective punishment, sometimes that works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not work. It depends on the case. I think if you're talking about with Airsoft and you're talking about with younger kids in Airsoft, I don't want to have people not want to come and play, but I also want to tell them when they're screwing up. And there's a fine line, and there's a way to do that you can basically tell them, like, hey man, maybe you're not being cool right now. Like, nobody's having fun when you think what you're doing is cool. It's not fun, it's not safe, and you need to stop doing it.
There's a way to be stern, assertive, and polite all at the same time.
Yeah,
and I think it just needs to be.
You can totally be a dick to somebody, but at the same time, like, you also should not be like a dick to the point of them not wanting to be around unless they're being a problem. That's different. If they're being a problem and you want to gatekeep a little bit, I don't think that's bad sometimes. Like I said, it depends on the case. That is going to be a very open-ended question.
Very open-ended. Big one. First time in the store last Saturday.
Oh, sweet. How'd you like it?
Hopefully found everything you needed.
Yeah. Doing a lot of remodeling in the retail floor. I just posted up
New gun tags.
Can
you believe it?
And we had a post from Eric internally of like, hey, if you want your gun showcase, like it's a cool gun you want to showcase in retail floor, we're going to start doing that again, which I like.
Very cool. I'd watch in full kit. You can watch our lives in whatever you like.
That's the thing. You could do whatever you want. You're watching. Social media doesn't like everything we do on camera, apparently, and that is apparently even turning around and looking, and maybe even me pointing at something behind me might be against social media guidelines.
It's awesome.
It's great. It's fun. That's why I have spicy guns above him. Now we're getting banned because I'm pointing at him.
Yeah, we're done. Game over. A drink hat helmet could go crazy. It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number one. Smitty, Warman, Jaegerman, Jensen.
Yes.
That would go crazy. Even safety briefing starts with the rule, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
This is true.
And that's the thing.
You're absolutely correct.
Don't be a dick. Encourage people to play and encourage people to not be dicks to each other at all. You can bust people's balls all you want. That's fine. Get out of line in school. If y'all want, I can send a video. It's bad. It's bad. Kid telling a teacher he just screamed at.
He can't be silenced.
Can't be silenced. If I did that in 2012. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you would get like immediately booted out of the school.
Sadly, the overall respect for others from others is just not there.
Yeah, and I think that's, I think I talked about this on a previous live. I think I talked this on the Zulu podcast, actually. If you guys don't watch the Zulu podcast, go watch the Zulu podcast. It's actually quite hilarious, and the guys are awesome people. But I think I talked about this on there, where we have a culture shift happening, and it happens generationally all the time. I'd say every 10 years there's a slight change in culture, and newer people coming into our hobby that we're already been in for 5 to 10 to 15 years or 20 years, whatever. We've seen different culture shifts, even in like how people want to play, and the new kids bring different views in life into the game and keep it going, right? We want that to continue, but I think respect in a lot of different regards has not really been lost, but people understanding how to respect people in a face-to-face environment has gone down because of social media, because they spend a lot of their time interacting with people not in front of them anymore. Mm-hmm. And so when they get in front of a person, I think a lot of times there's some people that don't know how to act in front of a person, especially a younger kid who mainly interacts online or on Call of Duty servers, which is not a good place to learn respect.
Yeah, but when we were kids, we knew that was where that was done, and we did it in the lobbies, but you don't do that in real life.
Yeah, and I think
if you do, you get your shit rocked.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're missing. There's not enough physical repercussions for being a jerk. But either way. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna fix it. I don't know how we're gonna fix it.
I think what it comes down to is not being afraid to tell somebody they're wrong in a polite way. Because if you tell somebody they're wrong and you want to start an argument that's loud and aggressive, then it's not going to it's not going to sink into people. It's just going to be a fight at that point.
Mhm.
And they're going to be like, oh, I was in a fight. And it's like, yeah, it's not actually cool. Somebody was bringing a opposite opinion of you, and you should probably try and listen and understand it. Listening and understanding. I think that's it. Or empathy.
Accepting when you're wrong.
Yeah. We're going to talk about this a whole lot.
I don't really want to.
I know.
I don't like the.
We're getting serious. This is a serious live.
I feel so old.
Yeah.
Remember the days of the COD?
Joining the old.
Yeah, Call of Duty was crazy. But
About the shop.
Robbie loved the shop, and he's from Ohio. Father lives in PA. Bought a few things, BB's leg harness, her pistol, and got a huge education from Trey. That's fantastic, man.
Cool.
Well, we seriously appreciate you coming into the store, and I'm glad Trey was great for you. And, you found what you needed. It's really cool to see the translation from coming into the store, experiencing what we do.
And now you're in the live.
And now you're here. So
thank you for joining us, man.
it means a lot. It does.
I'm sorry you had to deal with Trey, though.
Yeah. Trey's a nice
No,
dude.
Trey's a great guy.
I like Trey.
Trey is a very good guy.
Yeah, he's very good. But yeah, you're always welcome back. And if you have any questions, just hit us up, email on here, whatever. That way you don't have to drive all the way from Ohio.
Yeah.
You ever notice that 12-to-1 gears are noisier than, say, 16-to-1s? Yeah. It's because there's not as much torque. There's more stress on the gears, causing more noise.
Yeah,
Come on, Vic, you should know this.
there's like bigger gaps too for more. Like if you think about it, like if there's smaller, there's more teeth and there's less gaps, which means they're going to spread out, hitting more. I'm going to not sound smart right now, but like
It's like riding a bike.
it's a lower amount of slap.
Ride up a hill.
Yeah.
In a
The
different
chains
gears.
rattling more than the bike.
It's more like I'm trying to think. So
We
like,
sound so smart right now.
I know I'm really like don't have an analogy.
We sound so smart right now.
I don't have an analogy for this one.
No, it is. It's like
It's riding a bike up a hill.
Yeah.
You spin your feet faster, but it's easy, versus slower, but it's heavier.
You know what works really well to fix that? If you just take like your gears, and this is a proven time-tested thing, you take all of your very loud gears and you put them on the floor, and then you get a rubberized spray coating for them, and you just spray paint them with rubber, right? And then you put them back in, your gun will be absolutely quiet because it won't run anymore.
Guns don't make noise if they don't function.
Never used them. I figured it was the gears and motor strain. Well, yeah, it's definitely the gears. The 12-to-1s are just louder, dude. They are 100% just
Unless
louder.
you have a really weak spring that isn't putting a lot of stress on the gears.
Yeah.
I've shimmed some pretty quiet 12-to-1s, but we're shooting like an M95.
Yeah, which
But if you do like an M130 or M1,
they're gonna be loud.
Screaming,
Yeah.
dude. That's why most airsoft guns come with like 18-to-1s, because it's like a happy medium.
Yeah, 18 or 16-to-1s is what they're generally running.
It's crazy. Gear ratios. I was waiting for an HPA reference. I feel better now. You don't have to HPA everything.
You have to HPA everything. He's completely wrong, and I will always say that.
You do not have to HPA everything.
You have to HPA everything.
I would love to see. Let's see where we're at. Oh, I was looking for more of a Milsim style. I thought it would be better. Each round will have a different objective. The game would be more about the mission, not about kills. I agree.
Yeah.
It would be cool. It's also really hard. You have to think anytime there's a competition, anytime a team advances, it's an honor-based game. That's why Airsoft can't be, quote-unquote, like professional.
Yeah, so if you're looking for that, you're really more looking for like the Lion Claws tactical, whatever they call it, like their tactical training event or whatever it is. Lion Claws has this subsection of their events that's like you go in with a squad of, I think, like 4 to 8 dudes. It's your team, and you go and you do a mission set, and that's it. And you can be ranked on how you did in that. I think you're more looking for something like that. Centurion kind of is like that, but not exactly, because Centurion gives you mission sets you need to complete, and it's not about a force on force at Centurion. It's more about the mission sets you go to complete. You're not with like your squad of dudes from home. You are on factions, and it's about what your faction does and the points you do there. But it's not like an NCAA kind of thing. There's nothing like the closest thing to an NCAA kind of thing where you move up in ranks and then you go to the next event, next tournament or whatever, and you keep going up in the ranks. That's Speedsoft. That is Speedsoft because it's so controlled to try and do something like that. Try and do something like that in a Milsim environment and be able to referee it to the point of where points would be, figured out properly because of how the refs would have to do the games and stuff. That's a lot harder to do, especially on a bigger scale of people to look at. Like, think about like a hockey game. There's like 5 guys on 5 guys, and you have 4 refs on the field just to make sure everything is ref properly.
The ice.
Yeah, on the ice. But you look at, let's take it even bigger. You look at a soccer field, that's a lot more people, and there's a lot more refs. Now let's take it to an airsoft game. Even if it's 25 on 25, that's going to be a lot of refs needed to make sure everything is accurate, things are done the right way, especially if people are paying money into this because it's a tournament.
And they're using standard BBs. They're not using tracers.
Yeah, this would have to be a whole big thing. And you'd have to get fields that would be okay with it.
You have to think of the ticket price that would have to reflect with how many people they have to pay to be on the field to make sure the game runs correctly.
Yeah, and I mean, I know in paintball there's like woods ball tournament stuff, but again, they're not as big as the speedball tournaments because it's easier to judge a speedball tournament, and that whole thing is set up as a system to be accurate and judged fairly.
Absolutely. Yeah,
you could do it. That's a whole machine that you would have to build and fine tune to make it actually work. That would be a large undertaking, I feel.
Airsoft is too much based on honor system. Even paintball leaves marks and splatters.
Yeah,
I agree. That's why Airsoft is almost impossible to be competitive.
Yeah,
they can do it in a controlled, smaller environment like Speedsoft with tracers.
Yeah,
but anything beyond that, there's no way they're tracking it.
Yeah.
So. Where are we at? I'm an older guy, 46, so I play with my kids, young adults, but I'm still beating them. We play a lot in the woods, but would like to venture out to other organized places. Thanks, fellas, for chatting.
Absolutely, dude.
Absolutely. Yeah. Check out the event page on the website.
Yeah.
There's actually 2 events very close to us. So there's the Liberty from AMS, which is in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And then isn't there one at the prison?
There's going to be one at Crescent State Penitentiary for it's going to be Nomad Milsim, and there's also going to be Gun Gamers Trailblazer, which is going to be a woods game. I highly, if it's your first time going to organized game, I highly recommend going to the Gun Gamers one. It's a little bit more endurance based, like physically endurance based, but it's a 12-hour game, whereas the other ones are going to be longer format, a whole weekend, where you could drive to the Gun Gamers game, do it all day, and then go back home and
Sunday
and chill out on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's what I recommend. Or you're in the Ohio area, go check out Sector 7.
Yeah,
go to one of their open plays. That would be a really good way to get out and see a little bit more of the community. Obviously, it's an open play; it's not going to be very competitive, but you are going to be able to play against some other people.
They have an event coming up at Sector 7.
Yeah.
So, or check our event schedule. It's honestly a great way. We really do try to, support the guys who put on good events.
Yeah.
So it kind of filters out, in our opinion, like events that we feel that, you're going to have a good time. They put on a good event.
We really we really vet people before we go to events to make sure that like we're going to places that like A, it's going to work out for us as a company, but B, people are having a fun time, and we're telling you, hey, go to these events because they're going to be a fun event.
I'll check out Sector 7. I like the Woods event you were talking about. I'll check you guys out. I come to play. I get to see my father. Fantastic.
Yeah, man.
It's a wholesome day here on the live. I love to see it.
Yeah.
If I was to purchase an HPA build today, could it be delivered at American Milsim Atlantic Front next weekend? I got my ticket, but my gun crapped out yesterday.
So I'm going to answer this in two parts. One, we are not going to Atlantic Front. So any event we are not personally going to, we will not be able to deliver anything because we're not going to be there. There are only 2 American Milsim games we don't go to. That is going to be Atlantic Front and Central Front. Every other American Milsim event we will be at, and we can do event pickup. The other thing is if it's an HPA build, it's at least a 3 to 5 day business day turnaround time on those builds. I think it actually might be 5 to 7 currently because of the queue time right now.
It fluctuates.
Yeah. So ordering something a week out, you could probably get a base gun for an event if it's a week out, but a full custom build from us, that's going to take a lot longer. You probably at minimum, and I'm saying at minimum, want to do at least a 2-week advance notice on a custom build. I would honestly say safely do a 3 to 4 weeks in case something comes up with that build while we're building it and there's delays with it. So
yeah,
that is my answer for you. Unfortunately, we cannot help you in that regard unless you want us to ship it to you overnight, and you can hit us up and we can see what we can do. Or not an HPA build, but we could ship you a base gun.
You could always purchase the base gun.
Yep.
Use it at the event, and then if you wanted to HPA it, email us back.
And we could work something out with that too if you wanted to do something like that.
That way you can still have a gun for this event that you've spent money on. And then if you plan on going HPA anyway, I mean, I think no matter what gun you're buying, it's going to get you through an event. Yeah. And then you could figure out what HPA engine you want. Especially
at Black Ops. They also have a really cool store on site at Black Ops Paintball, which is where Atlantic Front is going to be. So check them out too. If you really, really need a gun and you're just going to be on site, go there. But if you want a gun from us and you want to work out an HPA thing with us later, so
keep going.
No. So you buy the gun from us, and then like we know ahead of time, like, hey, I'm going to be buying this gun to use at an event, but I want to HPA it. We can work on the pricing of that HPA, so it's not like you're just, hey, you purchased it and now you want to do it, so now you get the full labor charge. We can maybe cut down that labor charge for you or something like that.
Yeah, that way it's like you were going to do it anyway, but you couldn't.
Yeah, email us and we'll see what we can work out with you, man.
Or look into an MTW.
Or just do that.
You can do an MTW. They're pre-done.
Yeah,
they're ready to ship.
Yeah.
So they just got the Mark 18 MTW fully licensed. Just saying.
If we have any left.
Oh yeah. So
those things are flying.
Yeah. So if you don't want to do that, I mean, yeah, we could work out the whole HPA build. Email us about it. But if you just want something shipped out like today, order an MTW.
Yes.
Go from there. How is the new MTW Mark 18?
Great.
Very good.
It's a forged MTW. That's all it is. It's a forged series. They're great. They're an MTW. They just have the licensing, the special furniture, and that's basically it. It's a forged MTW. It's a good gun.
Yeah, fantastic. They shoot awesome. They look great. They feel great. They're also really light.
They are.
I just love how light they are.
Yeah, they're very, very light. It's weird to me when I pick up one of those versus my like real AR, and I realize how much weight in a real AR is in the barrel, because it's it needs to be thick.
Yeah. Yeah, buy a good AEG, run it till it dies.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the tale as old as time. It's definitely the way to go. But I understand, like, why even bother? You know, if you run this AEG, you're at a big event, it dies on you at the event, and it's like, well, crap. Now I don't have anything.
Yes.
So it is a double-edged sword. But where are we here? Someone made a great point. Where are we at? Airsoft is people having fun.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be a competition. Yeah. It is fun. Airsoft, sometimes I think we need to remember, it's not about winning.
It's a fashion show, and it is about winning the fashion show. That is what Airsoft is.
No, it's about winning by having the most fun.
It's a fashion show.
I think if the competition was who had the most fun, there'd be zero problems with Airsoft.
Yeah, you're right.
If you get shot by a BB gun by somebody who got the drop on you, that should be a win in your book and a win in his book.
Yes.
Wins all around. We're handing out W's today. Barrel build first, even if HPA later.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you.
Yeah, barrel build is the number one thing we always tell people to do, or at the very least a bucking and nub upgrade.
Yeah. It is definitely the way to go. A lot of airsoft guns nowadays are pretty snappy out of the box. So it's like really the only thing you want to make better is shoot further. And a barrel build will do that. And then you can either go the AEG route or you can HPA it.
Yep.
I think they're both a viable option.
Let me see.
Winning by having the most unattainable foreign kit.
Yes. Back to the fashion show. This is a fashion show sport.
Well, Eric, hop into second place right there. right back there.
All right, just because you have a door from Russia.
Hey, man, that's what he said. Unobtainium. I'm just saying. Got to be the prettiest girl at the party.
That is it.
Yes.
That's 100% what Airsoft is. Or you have to be the gooberest. There's two ways of winning the fashion show. Either
you just used the word gooberish, so you win.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
The biggest gooberish person right here. What's that? That's a SpongeBob reference, right?
Yeah, Goofy Goober.
No. No, that's a Powerpuff reference. That's a Powerpuff thing.
What are you talking
Where
about?
Bubbles, I think, or I forget which Powerpuff girl says it. Someone back me up on here. It's literally like, it's good to party. It's a Powerpuff reference. I think it's. Oh yeah, it's Buttercup goes. I bet Bubbles is up in her room right now, going, "I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party,"
Yes.
and then it cuts to Bubbles doing that exact thing. So there you go. Thank you, Hunter, for unlocking that absolute core memory.
You're right. It's Bubbles. Yes.
Yeah.
LARP so hard. Yes.
Group buy for gooberish morale patch.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
It'll be Tom Sarrasso on a thing like this and the gooberish. That's awful.
Be a goober, not a gooner.
BRB buying G99 and AVS from Danny. Dave, you aren't going to do it. You won't do it.
No, you're not doing it.
I'm doing it. I already have it on the way. I already paid him. So even if you had that, it still would be second place, my boy. That's all I have to say. Sweet rank.
75% of Airsoft is looking good, 10% cool gun, 15% skill.
And 100% concentrated power of will. I'm on a roll today.
I hate you.
That was a good one. Come on, that was quick.
That's how I know you're old. You're sounding like a dad.
That was quick.
You're sounding like a
Oh
dad.
my God. Don't test me.
Yeah, second to Dan.
Nah. He doesn't have an AK. He doesn't have the
Whose
primary.
fault's that?
I am gatekeeping that one. I know. There it is. What is this? Oh, we got a direct link to TikTok
To Bubbles.
to the bubbles. I am going to be Control C, and I will be watching that later. Control V. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I will be watching that TikTok momentarily. You guys are quick with the TikTok links.
Yeah,
today.
man.
Okay, I'm back.
What stories?
We're not doing this today, Nick. We're not doing geography lessons. I forgot to study. I'll do it next week.
I think that should be the new quiz because we used to do nautical quizzes.
I know. Where's our boy? Oh, he's in school.
Yeah, he's in school. But we used to do nautical quizzes with our boy, and now we need to do geography quizzes, which I'll fail the geography quizzes too.
Yeah, so we're not doing that. Vic. Does that UN helmet have the new L3 tubes on it? These are L4s.
Yeah, these are L4s.
Actually.
This is Gen 5.
These are PVS 22s.
They overlay.
Jacksonville is in Florida, dude. That's like the only state I know. Jacksonville, Florida.
All right.
It's not a great
What city is in Arkansas?
You don't even know the answer to that one.
Yes, I do.
No, you do.
I know a city in Arkansas.
That is such a loaded question.
Because I know where we went for black light.
Dude, where are you reading the chat from? I read the chat from Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yeah, there's 3 different channels we do.
So I just jump between tabs. So if you say something on TikTok, I will get there.
If it's on Twitch, we don't look at Twitch.
You know, sorry, Twitch. No one
Because
watches anyway.
Twitch is really hard to integrate onto here for what we're doing.
Tom West, I hope to be seeing you in a week.
Where? Down to the field? Please come here, please. That would be awesome.
There's also a Jacksonville, North Carolina.
There is.
Well, I mean, hey, right is right.
So like you gave him 2 outs.
And I got it. Okay. What's wrong with that? I
You
didn't.
gave him 2 outs.
I didn't say the right Jacksonville.
Up the level.
No,
Up the level.
dude, I'm not answering these.
Where is Taiwan located?
Dude? It's next to China, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Right next to China.
I use my context clues around here, all right? I got it right. We're done. We're done. I got it. I'm 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2. So I'm good. I'm done. I win. That's a W in my book. We're done. We're done.
Where is the home of Camp Lejeune?
I don't know what that even is. Yeah, win here in Twitch. You're good. Southern 6 was a blast.
Oh, dude, that was great. I've never been to D14 before. I love D14.
Oh, it's a great field.
That's probably one of my top fields I've ever been to.
Yeah, D14 is a real, like, if I had, it's just so frustrating. If we had a D14, a Zulu 24,
we do.
a Sector 7.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We have Sector 7 and a lot further away
in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Skirmishes.
I want to be able to go 25 minutes and play at a place like D14 or Zulu 24 or ACS. I mean, gee whiz, like, y'all who have these places are so blessed to have them.
No, seriously, because they're great places to go. And yes, Sector 7's not that far of a drive. It's 2.5 hours. But, like, I'd love to drive, like you said, 25 minutes, go to a field, go grab some dinner at the end of the day, go home, and it's not this gigantic day. I'm not getting home at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning.
It's great. Like, Odin's amazing indoor CQB field, but it's 3 hours.
Yes.
Like, that's a hike.
Yeah. Well, and even like Tony wanted to do something out in Ohio. I was like, well, let's make a trip out of it and go to Odin's a little bit, because we were like, if we're going out there, let's try and go to Odin's, because it is a hike. And it's like, if we're going to be out there anyways, I'd love to go play at Odin's a little bit, even if it's for like 4 hours, something like that.
See, Philip, I go 40 minutes to Ballahat.
Yeah, no.
You are the cream of the crop here.
You're the problem.
Yeah.
You're the problem.
You're lucky. Yeah. If you don't drive a minimum of an hour and a half to Airsoft, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, but if I only have to drive...
Vic, you can walk out your back door and you have a field.
I don't know. I think if you can
Which
drive...
is a very nice field.
Let's see. TikTok do its thing. An Airsoft store would go hard in Texas.
Yeah, but I don't know if we would do it in the Dallas area, because, like, there's a ton of Airsoft stores in the Dallas area.
I'll go to Texas.
I mean, yes. I think if we were going to do anything anywhere, it'd probably be Texas. But, you know, it's hard. We've talked about setting up another store somewhere else in the country, like a second amped Airsoft. It's not as financially feasible as the trailers are, which honestly gets us a lot.
Send me to Texas.
Send you to Texas.
Send me to Texas.
Just you.
Sure.
You
I run it all.
You run the retail store.
I just live there.
You just live in the store.
Yep.
It's a Connex box.
That's fine.
Okay.
As long as I'm away from this.
All you're allowed to have is a bivy sack.
I don't care. We live in horrible Pennsylvania where the weather's...
I love Pennsylvania. I do. I love Pennsylvania.
I don't like Pennsylvania. I'm 7 minutes from Temple Airsoft, huge field.
Yeah, see, now they're just gloating.
Yeah, they're just rubbing
it in. Thanks, guys.
Dude, I think we forgot we have a field connected to our building.
Yeah, but not an outdoor field.
I know, we're talking outdoors.
Yeah, we're talking outdoors.
We need a place to play in New Jersey. Yeah, can't.
If you're in northern New Jersey, and yes, it is not close, but go to Zulu 24. If you're in northern New Jersey, if you're in southern New Jersey, you're probably trying to get to a Virginia location or a Maryland location, or you're trying to go to Skirmish for an Airsoft event, which there are a lot now at Skirmish, depending on what part of Jersey you're in.
If I move home to farm, my nearest field becomes a 6-hour drive. Yeah, 6 hours is rough.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so
that sucks.
It does.
Because like even 2 hours, it's like if it's a weekend thing for us and it's not, we're going to an event to do it. It's like we spend so many time in the trucks as it is, like hour-long drives. Like a 2-hour drive to us, like that's whatever. But like when it becomes a 2-hour drive at the beginning of the day, go play all day for like 8 to 10 hours, go eat, then 2-hour drive back. That's almost a 22-hour day. It kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, having cars and being into Airsoft Pennsylvania is trash. Absolutely.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We get 3 months out of the year to do anything.
What are you talking about?
So awesome.
It's great. Fantastic.
And then within those 3 months, we get 2 days off of work per week. And then out of those 2 days that we're off per week, there's a chance that one of those days is going to be rainy.
You're right about that. That was all last year.
So realistically, out of the 4 days per month that we have over those 3 months, we get 12 days of
fine. That's all you need.
Of 12 days out of the year.
All you need.
12 days out of the year, we have perfect everything.
That's all you need.
So on that amazing note, we are at 2 o'clock.
We're at 2 o'clock. That was depressing.
The end of our live stream. So for all you guys who do know, we do this every week, Wednesday, 1 o'clock on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. YouTube has the best quality, by the way, so go check it out.
Check out the YouTube page.
But anyway, we appreciate you guys joining in for our hour-long lunchtime live, and we will see you next week or at an event. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to awkwardly leave the camera to shut the stream off.
I'm just going to stare at you guys. I'm not going to look at any more questions. It's 2 o'clock. I'm going to look at something. There aren't any.